This shirt doesn't work for this video. Hi, my name is Emma. I like romance. When I was like 12 years old and I discovered YouTube, the only thing that I wanted to watch were romantic montages from television and movies. Montages, supercuts, whatever you would call it. I would spend hours upon hours using my mother's laptop after school just watching people look moony at each other. To songs like, all these lines across my face tell you the stories of where I've been. And every time I think of you, I almost catch my breath. I'm still standing here, and you're miles away. That was God's punishment. It was my favorite activity. I consume a lot of romantic media, so I think that I'm basically an expert. There's been many times where I've been tipsy at a bar and I have definitely told somebody, a friend, a date, the bartender, about some romantic line from a movie that I thought about often. So I do think that does make me kind of an expert. So I thought it would be fun for me to review the 50 most romantic quotes from books, poetry, and plays. I'm going to be rating these on how they make me feel. And that's it. Please put your opinions in the comments below. We're starting off strong with Gone with the Wind. You should be kissed and often, and by someone who knows how. That is definitely not that guy. The guy. That's not how he would sound. Okay, let me try this again. You should be kissed. You should be kissed and often, and by someone who knows how. That was delving into Australian a little bit. I think this is good in theory, bad in context, because Gone with the Wind is bad. And I think that is a non-controversial opinion. So this made me feel 1 out of 10. 10 being, 1 being, okay, we've got the Notebook here, so it's Nicholas Sparks, so it's gotta be good. I am nothing special, just a common man with common thoughts, and I've led a common life. There are no monuments dedicated to me, and my name will soon be forgotten, but in one respect I have succeeded as gloriously as anyone who's ever lived. I have loved another with all my heart and soul, and to me this has always been enough. Me, 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 me. 2 out of 10. Ooh, we got our first Jane Austen. Okay. Do not make fun of my British accent. Or do. In vain I have struggled. I will not do. My feelings will not be repressed. You must allow me to tell you how ardently. That's such a hard ardently I admire and love you. This is bad too. You must allow me. You must allow me to word vomit my feelings onto you. I don't like that. You have bewitched me body and soul, and I love you. That? Sorry, Jane. 2 out of 10. The Great Gatsby. He knew that when he kissed this girl and forever wed his unutterable visions to her perishable breath, his mind would never romp again like the mind of God. So he waited, listening for a moment longer to the tuning fork that had been struck upon the star. Then he kissed her. At this lips' touch she blossomed from him like a flower, and the incarnation was complete. This is voyeurism. 8 out of 10. Atonement. I have never had a moment's doubt. I love you. I believe in you completely. You are my dearest one, my reason for life. That's pretty good. That's them saying you. It's about you. And I like that. 6 out of 10. Ooh, Possession. I've read Possession. I cannot let you burn me up, nor can I resist you. No more human can stand in a fire and not be consumed. This is bad. This is sort of negging. 4 out of 10. War and Peace. We are asleep until we fall in love. 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 8 out of 10. Little Women. Okay. Love is a great beautifier. Love is a great beautifier. Love is a great beautifier. Blech, whatever. Women. That's better.
Women.
That's more romantic to me. Ooh, okay, Jane Eyre. Every atom of your flesh is as dear to me as my own pain and sickness it would be. Every atom of your flesh is so dear to me as my own pain and flesh so would be dear. 12 out of 10. Through sickness or through health is going to be there. Whoever said that. Jane? Our boy, Mr. Rochester? I hate Wuthering Heights. Whether our souls are made of his and mine are whatever our souls are made of, his and mine are the same. Yeah, you guys need therapy. Sense and Sensibility. Here we go. There are some good Sense and Sensibility quotes I remember. It is not a time or opportunity that is to term intimacy, it is disposition alone. 7 years would be insufficient to make some people acquaintances with each other, and 7 days are more than enough for others. None of these are swoony. It's okay, it's like, oh, some people can fall in love like blue, and some people can fall in love like a long time. Oh. The Princess Bride. He had written to her just before he sailed for America. The Queen's Pride was his ship and he loved her. This is about him being in love with a ship. Oh man, I want y'all to guess what this one is from. I would have told you earlier, but as it was your birthday, what do you give the man who has everything? I thought, give you me. He puts the keychain down on the bedside table and snuggles in beside me, pulling me into the arms against his chest so that we're spooning. It's perfect, like you. E.L. James, 50 Shades Darker. Okay, this is a real one. Okay, this is from Romancing the Duke by Tessa Dare. No man deserves a woman like that. He mortgages his very soul to win her and spends his life paying off the debt. That's terrible. 0 out of 10. What are these? These are so rough. Here's another one. As he read, I fell in love the way you fall asleep, slowly and then all at once. You know, we give John Green crap for writing YA books the way he wrote YA books, but I think that's pretty good. I think that's a good 7 out of 10. That did it for me when I was a teenager. From Anne of the Island. I don't want sunbursts and marble halls, I just want you. Anything with Anne and Gilbert is God tier. It is 10 out of 10. Those books, that couple, sears into my soul like a big old steak is seared on a grill. John Green can use that in his next YA novel if he wants to. So I'm gonna end this video with my personal favorite, my 10 out of 10 favorite romantic lines from books. My absolute favorite one ever, can never be surpassed. I have 2. These are the ones that I talk about when I'm drunk at a bar. If I loved you any less, I might be able to talk about it more.
If I loved you less, then I might be able to talk about it more.
That's 10 out of 10. That's romance. If I loved you any less, I would be able to talk about it. You're getting out of it, but also being really flowery about it and simple. It's beautiful, it's perfect, there's nothing that's been better. Except for...
What I'm trying to say, very inarticulately, is that, in fact, perhaps despite appearances, I like you very much.
Apart from the smoking and the drinking and the vulgar mother and the verbal diarrhea.
No, I like you very much, just as you are.
I would love to know, what are some of the quotes that when you were like a teenager or now or whenever, and you read them and you were like, this is the most romantic thing I've ever heard in my entire life. I'd love to know them because I want to read them. I hope you all enjoyed this video. This was sort of what we call in the industry a slapdash, but it must be done sometimes in order for me to feel like I'm sane. Have a lovely day.